Oh, this lighting sucks. But hi, YouTube. Thought I'd come on here and do something a little bit different. It's kind of like venting, kind of like giving my commentary on stuff. And today's subject is catfish. I'm watching a rank catfish video on YouTube from their YouTube channel, and it just got me thinking about one, why do people catfish? Like, what the heck makes people still do it now that there's a platform that basically exposes them? What possesses people to still do catfish? At this point, I feel like some people are doing it just to get on television. Like, there's a chance you're going to get exposed, and then boop, you're on TV. And then I have feelings about the people who get catfished. Like, the one thing I'm watching now is a girl who was told that her catfish was in the Navy, but she has pictures that he shared with her of him in a army uniform, and there's a name tag that clearly has a different last name than the one he gave her right on his chest. Little details like that, it just makes me wonder, like, if you're talking to somebody on the internet, why aren't you looking for those things? Like, why aren't you digging a little bit deeper? Especially when you're not even digging that deep. The damn name tag is right there. It's clear to see in a picture. So I don't know. I feel like catfish is just crazy that there's really people out there who are like bored or twisted enough. I don't even know what you have to be enough of to sit at home and create a whole person out of, or pretend to be a whole person. Some of these people are just taking pictures, but it's like some of them create whole lives and fake to be somebody that they're not. And it's just crazy that there's people who do that, and then there's people who fall for it. I'm in no way trying to shame anybody who's ever fallen for a catfish. It just sucks that, our hearts open up so much to where we can, trust anybody. You trust people off the internet, which seems too sketchy for me. Like, I could never see me trusting anybody on the internet to be on some like, oh, we're in a relationship, I love you type stuff. With that being said, I did have my little chat days back when, before MySpace was even a thought. Before MySpace was even a thought, I think there was C Pixel, there was Black Planet. I think that's it. That's all I remember. But I would talk to people on those. I would talk to people on AIM, but I never got to the point where I felt like I was having like a true blue relationship. And I don't. I can't. I guess if I'm not suspecting that this person's not real and I'm not investigating, maybe that doesn't fall under the lines of catfish. But the people that I talked to could have been anybody, and I could have been anybody other than who I said I was. But it's just, I feel like if you're going deeper than you need to with somebody online, that's when you got to start putting up the defense and start pulling out the real security measures. Like, if me and you are talking for longer than a couple of months and it's to the point where I'm trying to start sharing personal information with you, which you shouldn't, in my opinion, then that's when you need to pull your guard back. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I think it's really crazy how people get catfished and how people catfish. I couldn't do that to somebody. I couldn't go that far and I don't know, make somebody so vulnerable to the point where that they get embarrassed because they find out that I'm just, I'm not some Brazilian bikini model. I'm a 31-year-old stay-at-home mom sitting on my couch. Like, they could look at me and be like, you are not, but I couldn't do that. I could not do that to somebody. Like, and it's like, that's not embarrassing for you to be on TV. Like, oh, hey, I lied to you for 6 months. This is really me. I don't know. Catfish is not black and white though. Some of the stuff I've seen, there are people who look like they're catfishing, but all they did was Photoshop their picture, and people are like, no, that looks exactly like you. That's not catfish. You have people on here who catfish somebody. One of these people catfish somebody to get their money back. they paid a bill for somebody and they used Catfish to get their money back. Not even a bill that they were asked to pay, a bill that they voluntarily paid, and they decided that it was right to Catfish. So the reasons for catfishing, they're far and wide, and I see that now. But it's just crazy. Like I don't think I would ever have a reason to catfish, and it baffles me that there are people who find a reason to catfish. I love it, don't get me wrong. It's entertainment. If there were no catfishes, what would I be watching right now? I would not be 14. I wouldn't be halfway through this video. I'm halfway through this video, almost halfway, It's a 35-minute video. But yeah, to each his own. If you think catfishing is your way of staying out of jail, by all means. It just blows my mind. Like, I can't get catfishing. Like, when I watch these things, it just gets into my mind. I'm like, damn, like catfishing like is a real thing. People are really out here catfishing. This is 2019. This is this day and age. Catfishing is a thing. When I was growing up, being a 90s kid, you wouldn't hear, nobody was, it probably was still happening, but nobody was catfishing anybody. I just think that's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna finish watching this, I got it on, why not? And it's interesting, so catch you later next time I want to run my mouth about something. Oh, and if you, want to say something, if you feel a type of way, about catfish like I do, then feel free to leave a comment below. I'm sure I will find a way to structure these videos if I choose to make more in the future. But yeah, until next time, love your faces. Bye.